How to write PRs that get reviewed faster. Pull requests, PRs, are the lifeblood of our development workflow. They're how we get our code merged and delivered. But as an engineering manager or tech lead, you've probably noticed something. Not all PRs are created equal when it comes to how quickly they get reviewed and approved. Did you ever see a PR sit around for days or weeks waiting for review? Meanwhile, other PRs get eyeballs and approval within hours. If you're tired of slow code review holding up your releases, stick around. In this video, we'll cover how to write PRs that get reviewed faster. And no, the answer isn't bribing your reviewers with cookies. Jokes aside, there are concrete things you and your team can do to make your pull request more friendly for your reviewer. Keep PRs small and focused. Our first and probably most important tip: keep pull requests small and focused. This is the golden rule for fast reviews. Think about it from the reviewer's perspective. Would you rather review 20 lines of changes or 2,000 lines? It's a no-brainer. Small PRs are easier to digest, so reviewers are far less likely to procrastinate on them. Now, what does small and focused mean in practice? It means try to limit the scope of each PR to a single feature or fix or refactoring. Avoid the mega PR that does everything. If you're adding a new feature, resist the urge to also sneak in a couple drive-by bug fixes and a formatting overhaul in the same PR. That's 3 different things. Instead, separate them. As a manager, you can encourage this by setting guidelines like setting the max PR size in your definition of done. Some teams even use automation to label or warn when a PR is overly large. Write clear, structured descriptions. Alright, so you've got a nice small PR. The next step is making sure the PR description is top-notch. You might ask, if the code div is small, do I even need a description? Yes, you do. A well-written description can significantly speed up the review process. Why? Because it gives context and guidance to the reviewer. A PR description is essentially the cover letter for your code change. It should explain the what, why, and sometimes how the PR in plain language. Don't forget to include a testing or verification description. Explain how you tested the changes and how someone can reproduce them. This saves the reviewer a lot of time when verifying a PR. Use checklists to address common concerns. Have you ever had a reviewer come back with the same types of comments over and over? Maybe they often catch missing unit tests, or forgotten error handling, or a configuration change that wasn't documented. It can be a little embarrassing to miss something obvious and have a reviewer call it out. There's a simple trick to solve this. Use checklists before you mark your PR as ready for review. A checklist is basically a pre-flight routine for your pull request. Just like a pilot goes through a checklist before takeoff, a developer can go through a checklist for PR. It could look like test added or updated for new code changes, documentation update, linting and formatting check passed, no sensitive info or secret included, test locally or in a test environment. Of course, tailor the list to what makes sense for your project. The point is to anticipate the reviewer's question and concern and address them upfront. Follow consistent formatting and style. Next up, consistent formatting and style. This might sound like a more trivial thing. Like, does code style really impact review speed? The surprising answer is yes, it can. When code follows a consistent style guide, reviewers can read and understand it faster because it meets their expectations. Conversely, if each PR comes in with wildly different coding styles or formatting issues, reviewers often get distracted by the small stuff. Oh, the indentation is off here, or we use snake case here but camel case there. These might seem like nitpicks, but they can slow down the review as people comment on them. In short, a consistent style leads to fewer nitpick comments and faster approvals. Engage proactively with reviewers. The final tip is more about communication and attitude. Engage proactively with your reviewers. A PR isn't a fire and forget thing. Once you open a pull request, stay involved in the review process to keep it moving. There are a few parts to this. Tag the right reviewer and reach out if needed. Don't just rely on random assignment or hope someone notices your PR. Choose appropriate reviewers and ask them politely to review your code. Respond to feedback quickly. When a reviewer leaves comments, try to address them in a timely manner. If you disappear for a week after feedback, that review momentum dies, and it's going to take longer overall. Communicate and clarify. Sometimes a reviewer leaves a comment that you don't fully agree with or understand. Instead of getting defensive or silently making a change you're unsure about, have a conversation. A conversation can prevent a PR from stagnating due to uncertainty. Express gratitude and positivity. A simple "thanks for the quick review" or "great catch, appreciate it" goes a long way. As a manager, you can set the tone for this. Encourage your team to see code review as a collaborative exercise. The goal is to avoid the stuck PR syndrome, where everyone assumes someone else will review it. Conclusion. Let's recap our journey to faster PR reviews. We talked about keeping PRs small and focused so they're easier to review. We emphasized writing clear descriptions that give context and guide the reviewer through the change. We highlighted maintaining consistent style and formatting to avoid unnecessary slowdowns or nitpicks. And we discussed being proactive and communicative with reviewers to keep the process moving. If you put these tips into practice, I guarantee you'll see a difference in your team code review velocity. Also, leveraging data can help reinforce these points. If you have DevStats or a similar tool in place, watch your metrics as you improve. You might see the average PR size trending down or the average review turnaround time improving. So go ahead, give these strategies a try. Happy reviewing!